1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't hear myself in here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. One.
Talking into it now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's this one maybe because I turned it up. And yeah. Welcome inside to the Drumner Center, Griffin Castle alongside Mike Vesey. Yeah.
You might not be able to hear yourself in it, but it's not.
It's all good. One, two, three.
Sounds worse now.
Let's go. Come on inside here to the Drubner Center for another edition of Post University Men's Basketball. As we welcome you inside the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. I'm Griffin Castle on hand. So glad you could be with us here for the fourth to last game of the regular season for your Post University Eagles. They come into this one at 16-7 overall, 7-5 in conference, and today's opponent is Holy Family University, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They're 8-15 overall, 4-9 in conference, as Holy Family is the 5th seed in the South Division. As Mark Kuntz, the head coach for the Eagles in his 7th year, Ryan Hay in his 5th year with Holy Family. So this is a makeup game from January 6th when that one got snowed out. So making this one up after today, 3 games remain in the regular season for your Eagles as they come into this one as the number 3 seed in the North Division. They started the season at 12-2 overall, and how they find themselves with only 4 games remaining, including tonight, possibly being out of the CACC tournament. It's hard to believe. But this Eagles team is going to need to finish off this 23-24 season right. As we take a look at our starting lineups, we'll start with the visiting Tigers. It is Jake McGonigal, Amir Hurst, Tazir Canty, Jason Shields, and Ethan Pyers. And for the Eagles, the usual suspects, Bolakat, Dang Dieng, the 2 heads of the snake, Quest Harris, Robert Sanders, and making his 8th start of the season, it is Harrison Warnock. Eagles in the white uniforms, Tigers in the black uniforms. We are ready to rumble here at the Drubner Center. So glad you could be with us here on this Thursday night of CACC basketball, winding down the 23-24 regular season. This is a must-win tonight for the Eagles. They cannot afford to drop this one. As we take a look at the North Division standings, it is very tight as Dang Dieng wins the tip and the Eagles will have the game's first offensive possession. Bloomfield at 9-5, they're the 1 seed. Caldwell at 8-5, Post at 7-5, Dominican at 8-6, and then the 5th seed, Felician, also 8-6, as Shields gets a block right there, and Holy Family looking to turn some defense into offense. Jake McGonigal at the top of the key. Tazir Canty will fire the first shot of the game for the Tigers, and Dang Dieng hauls in his first rebound of the game. Now the North Division going to be so much fun seeing these last 3 to 4 regular season games cap off this 23-24 regular season. As you see, those 5 teams in the North Division are jumped up. Felician and Dominican, 8-6, 4 and 5 seeds respectively. Then you have Post at 7-5 at the 3 seed, Caldwell the 2 seed at 8-5, and then Bloomfield holds the number 1 seed at 9-5 as Quest Harris, the former Sacred Heart Pioneer, gets the scoring started for the Eagles. Intercepted by Sanders. Harris, drive, kick, a cut, worked up to Warnock. Sanders, catch, shoot, 3. His first shot of the game is right between the eyes. Rob Sanders from downtown, and the Eagles with a 5-0 lead, a minute gone in this first half. Jason Shields, who leads the team in points per game, kicks it. Amir Hurst's shot from the left corner is off the mark. Warnock the rebound, and Harris the push. Warnock puts it on the deck, spins to his right. Backdoor, a cut. Harris lines up the 3, doesn't shoot too many of them from downtown, and is off the mark right there. This Eagles team coming off of a 2-game road trip where they split it. They lost 76-71 on Wednesday at Bloomfield, and then beat Goldie Beacon 87-77 on Saturday. And back home where they had their last home game, it was on February 10th as Amir Hurst takes it strong to the basket and breaks the seal for the Tigers with 2 minutes played in this first half. Yeah, the Eagles on February 10th, their last home game here at the Drubner, they won in a thrilling overtime victory over Wilmington, where they were down 60-49 with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in regulation. And came out with a 2-point win. Harris, the drive, leaves it for Dieng inside. Deng Dieng gets his first bucket of the game. He's 7th in the conference in points per game at 16.5, and he's in the scoring column. 7-2 Eagles with 17:25 to play here in this first half. The Eagles looking to cause some havoc in the front court. Dieng back-to-back buckets. Eagles defense, offense up by 7. And this is the exact start you wanted if you're Mark Kuntz and the coaching staff in a game where they cannot afford to lose. Sanders, another turnover. Harris, layup, good. Timeout, a quick timeout by the Tigers. And the Eagles take an 11-2 lead with 3 minutes gone here in this first half. You are watching Division II men's basketball, and it is on the CACC network. We'll be back after the break. Welcome you back inside to the Drubner Center. Griffin Cass on hand. This slow start for the Tigers might be attributed to the traffic that they faced coming here to Connecticut. They arrived here at the Drubner Center at 6:45 p.m. The tip needed to be delayed to 7:15. It was scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. These Eagles, they were in the gym at 5 o'clock getting up shots and in their pregame routine, so they are very warm opening this one off. And Holy Family, as you can see by the score, they are cold as they hit some traffic coming all the way here to Connecticut. Canty, one more to the corner. Hurst passes up on the 3. They work it around to Shields. His triple is off right, and Dieng snatches the rebound. Dieng with 4 points in this one. Sanders had 10 points against Goldie Beacon. Warnock didn't see Canty. He picks his pocket and takes it inside. Tazir Canty, the sophomore from Lindenwold, New Jersey, gets his first bucket of the game. We have an issue with the game clock or the shot clock there. They reset it to 28, and the Cot ranks 8th in the conference in points per game at 15.5. The junior from Manchester, New Hampshire. It's been electric all year for these Eagles as he cans the first of 2 from the line. The Cot had 19 points on Wednesday at Bloomfield. Gets his first points of the day at the free throw line. It's 13-4 Eagles, nearing 4 minutes gone in this first half. It's an air ball thrown up by Ethan Pyers. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Hurst, and he cannot believe the call. This is the exact start Mark Kuntz and his coaching staff wanted to begin this one in a must-win scenario. I mean, they just cannot lose this game and fall down to 7-6. It's hard to believe, but they started the season 12-2, and there is a chance that they do not make the CACC playoffs. Sanders, now 1 for 2 from downtown, as the weak side rebound is hauled in by Pyers. And Hurst will slow it down here and set up the Tigers offense. Jake McGonigal feeds it. Pyers jabs, fires, and left it short. They caught the board and the push. Here's Bull into the front court. And they're going to get him for a carrying violation right there. As Kyle Alsey and Taquan Williams will check in here as they are the first subs in. On the Eagle side, Warnock and Harris will sub out. Taquan Williams, a freshman from Brockton, Massachusetts, had 21 points to lead the way on Wednesday at Goldie Beacon. The Eagles were down 33-29 at halftime and then outscored the Lightning 58-44. Taquan Williams was a huge factor for the Eagles in that one. Let's see what he has for an encore. here tonight on this Thursday evening. It's a catch-shoot three from Pyers, and it is down. Ethan Pyers from downtown. Pyers, a sophomore from Dover, Delaware. Gets his first field goal there. He's now 1 for 3 from the floor. Dieng crosses over left to right, sprays it out of Cott. Works up to Sanders. Fires. Shot is too strong, and Pyers collects the rebound. Sanders now 1 for 3 from downtown. One of the best shooters on this team. He and Taquan Williams, you could argue, are the two best three-point shooters for the squad. As McGonigal has it between the circles, draws the big fella Kyle Alsey. Bounces it, Hurst. Loose ball, picked up by the Eagles, and Cott secures it. Williams, catch, shoot, three. Alsey right there for the offensive rebound, back up and in. Kyle Alsey crashing the offensive glass. And the Eagles take a 15-7 lead with nearly 6 minutes gone in this first half. Shields will inbound under the basket. McGonigal is trapped, taken away by Dieng. Got him up in the air once, twice, and Dieng now has 6 points. And the Eagles' pressure in this backcourt is working. Looking like the Eagles in the first half of the season as Williams, another theft. Sanders right down the lane. This Holy Family team has committed 7 turnovers thus far, and the Eagles are capitalizing on them. 15 points off the turnovers. As Hurst has it in the post, the baby hook took a victory lap around the rim and falls out. Dieng the board and the push. The hesitation, the drive, the hang. And Hurst the rebound, and he looks to push. No numbers for Holy Family. He'll hesitate, he'll drive. Backdoor is Pyers going right into the thicket of the defense, and he draws the foul on Alsey with 12:53 to play here in this first half. It's a 19-7 Eagles lead. As Trey Duncan, Quest Harris, and Derek Thomas getting set to check in here for the Eagles. Ryan Holmes and Vernon Johnson getting set to check in for the Tigers. As Holmes played a lot of minutes, it looks like he's subbing out the shooter here. Yeah, Holmes played a lot of minutes in Holy Family's last game where they lost to Wilmington 92-84 2 days ago on February 20th. Holmes played 27 minutes in that one. So 5 on the floor here for the Tigers. It is Shields, Johnson, Holmes, Hurst, and Canty. For the Eagles, Williams, Thomas, Alsey, Harris, and Duncan. Williams gets it back. Eagles work around the perimeter here. Williams hard drive. Needs a friend, has Alsey, who hands it off to the former Sacred Heart Pioneer. Williams gets to the foul line. The jump shot, he sticks it. String music for Taquan Williams. Getty had 21 on Wednesday at Goldie Beacom. Led the Eagles in scoring. Holmes lines it up. Holmes got a 3. He was 1 for 3 from three-point range on Tuesday. 21-12 Eagles coming up on 8 minutes played in this first half. Harris drives it on that baseline. Williams, no hesitation on the 3. And Johnson fighting for that rebound, throws it off of Alsey. And it's going to be the Tigers' ball with 11:55 to play here in this first half. Holmes will trigger under the basket. Full court pressure here from the Eagles has been very successful. Hurst is swiftly able to break the press. Shields in the corner, drives it on the baseline. One more to the corner to Johnson, triple. And Shields the offensive rebound, back out Holmes. He'll carve inside. Bounces it, Johnson goes back door and got a deuce. 21-14, Eagles, 11.5 to play in this first half. Thomas at the top. Swings it to Harris. Got the defensive switch, goes right into Holmes. Back out Williams, he's open for three. It's short, and the rebound belongs to Holmes. Tigers look to push. Hurst pulls the cord, and the jump shot was too strong. 9 minutes gone here in this first half. 21-14 lead for your Eagles. Harris, strong drive, and the pull-up is pure. For the first time, we'll see Isaiah Cradle on the Holy Family side, wearing number 4. Subs out Shields. It'll be a blocking foul called on the Eagles right there. Isaiah Cradle only played 2 minutes on Tuesday. Averages 9.5 minutes per game this season. Does number 4 in black. 10:40 to play here in this first half. Holmes, no hesitation. The 3 ball is off the heel. And the rebound knocked out of play. They say last touch by Canty. It appeared that Thomas hit it last. And the officials might have missed that one, to the dismay of the Holy Family coaching staff. Harris will run the point here. Warnock dribble handoff with Williams. Williams a step back. Now the sophomore Duncan has it, swings it up top. Harris drives, almost costs it up, and he does. It's Holmes with the theft. Holmes on the drive, and he lays it in. Defense, offense for the Tigers back within 7. As Akat, Sanders, and Dieng will head to the scores table. Midway through the first half. Warnock puts it on the deck, kicks it out. Williams, too strong on the triple. And the rebound, Thomas has it. Back up, and in, yes, and the foul. Derek Thomas II, relentless on the offensive glass, and he's got a 3-point play. Sanders and Akat check in for Duncan and Williams. Dieng will be subbing in the shooter. Thomas 23 for 28 from the foul line on the year. The senior cannot complete the 3-point play, but there's Akat fighting for the offensive rebound. It goes to Thomas off the extra feed. And Holmes with the weak side rebound. 25-16 Eagles, 9:35 to play here in this first half. McGonigal stops. Kicked out Canty. Thought about the triple. Canty comes back to get it. Drives on Akat. And left the layup short. Sanders climbs the ladder for the board and moves it into the front court. Oh, the in and out. Sanders. Everything but the finish right there. And the Tigers will be coming the other way. Holmes trying to muscle his way inside. And if that was the NBA, that would have been continuation there. They get the foul on the floor. And Dieng will sub in here for Thomas. As Holmes gets it, plays it out to Johnson. Now McGonigal. Up top, Shields. Cradle takes it inside, and Dieng swallowed him up and brings it back the other way. Dieng in the mid-range, drives it on the baseline. Fade away jump shot, that's a tough shot by Deng Dieng. No problem. As he leads the team in scoring at 16.5 points per game this season, against 7th in the conference in points per game. And Johnson and McGonigal not on the same page there. Cott pulls it up on the baseline. The jump shot too strong, and Holmes secures the rebound. As Holmes takes it right into the thicket of the defense, couldn't finish it, caught the board, and we'll get a foul in the backcourt. As Hurst will check back in here for McGonigal. Harris brings it across the timeline. Eagles 27, Tigers 16 with 7:45 to play here in this first half. As a Cott has it, kick out, Sanders. Jay looking to isolate here, goes across the lane. Cott sees two and turns it over. Cradle with the interception, and he'll move it into the front court, but he costs it up, regains it. Holmes lines it up from downtown. Olsey and Williams heading to the scores table on the Eagles side. Sanders bounces it. Dieng, defended by Cradle, elevates. And the jump shot is off the mark. Warnock has the offensive board, a fresh 20 here for the Eagles. Now a Cott will drive. The spray out, the Dieng triple is good as he rattles it in. Dieng is filling it up here to start in this first half. He's got 11 as Harris looked like a quarterback right there. Throws it up, Dieng catches, feeds it to Sanders, who lost it. Shields throws it ahead, Hurst gets inside, and they'll miss the lay, smoked it. But we are going to get a goaltending call going against the Eagles right there. 6:26 to play here in this first half. Kuntz able to notify the official that they, at the score table, they counted the basket, so they took it off the board. It's 30-16 Eagles with 6:15 to play here in this first half. Sanders has it, drives it with his left, gets inside, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Sanders. They got him for the push-off there. And for the first time, we're going to see Cape Holden check into the game here. Junior from Trumbull, Connecticut. Appearing in his 16th game of the season, averages 5.5 minutes per game as he and Dieng trap McGonigal. And now it's worked across the court to Hurst, who's defended by Williams at the front court left. 6 minutes to play here in this first half. And Cott gets on the ground, another turnover forced by the Eagles. Dieng sprays it out. Williams slows it down, no numbers here for the Eagles. Bad pass, the interception by Hurst. He gets ahead of the field. Defense, offense for the Tigers. Back within 12 here with 5:35 to play in this first half. Dieng has it at the top of the key. Cott gets inside, back out Dieng, lines up the jumper. Too strong, and Hurst has the rebound. And will slow it down for the Tigers with 5:15 to play here in this first half. Pyers goes across the lane, challenges Holden, fadeaway Jay. Dieng has got his 5th rebound to go along with 11 points. 4:50 to play here in this first half. Williams will set up the Eagles offense. Dribble handoff here with Holden. Gets it back, launches, connects. It's a 3. 27 from downtown on the year coming into this one, and he buries his first shot of the game. Dieng, his 6th rebound of the game, moves it into the front court. No numbers, so bring it back out. Holden. Dieng, Akat. 7 on the shot clock. Akat makes his move. Has it stripped, regains it, elevates. And the jump shot's off left. Under 4 to play in this first half. The Eagles have been excellent all around in a must-win scenario here. Pires in the corner. Works it back up top to Shields. The sophomore has Holden on him, puts it on the deck. Drives with his left, gets inside, back out. Pires his jump shot. It's too strong, and Ulsey with the board. That's Ulsey's 3rd rebound of the game. And Akat will slow it down here with Williams. Williams, Akat, Ulsey, Dieng, and Holden, the 5 on the floor here for your Eagles. Holden catches, swings it. Williams, a step back J is strong as Ulsey saves it in. Dieng got his defender up in the air, missed the layup, gets it back. And that's going to be a foul called on the Tigers with 3:02 to play here in this first half. First free throw of the game short. Dieng with 11 points, 8 rebounds, flirting with a double-double here in this first half. Knocks down the back end of 2. As Duncan will sub in here for Dieng. It's a 16-point Eagles lead in this first half. Canty throws it ahead. McGonigal toss it up. Williams picks it up. The trailer is Holden. His 3 is off the front iron. Thomas with the offensive rebound. Warnock gets it back. Launches. And they will go out of bounds with 2:43 to play here in this first half. Holmes, off the window, too strong. Nice defense there by Holden. Keeps the trailer, he'll line it up. Kaboom! A3, Holden has made 2 from the outside. Canty thought about answering, he'll now take it on the baseline. Nearly has it stolen. Shields, the drive, the kick. Canty jabs, fires. The Eagles with a 19-point lead here in this first half. Exactly what the doctor had ordered. A must-win scenario here for the Eagles to try and go 8-5 in conference. Holden putting on the moves, gets it back. Thought about launching right there. He'll swing it to Williams. Fakes the 3, drives, pulls up the mid-range, and left it short. Warnock right there for the offensive rebound. Back out Holden. Driving kick. Williams has not had the on hand here, but he gets inside and makes it work in the interior. And we'll get a timeout called by the Tigers. 39-18. Eagles with 1:33 to play here in this first half. We welcome you back out of the timeout. 93 seconds to play here in this first half. Eagles have dominated the Tigers again. If you're just tuning in, the Tigers arrived here in Waterbury at 6:45 p.m. Eagles were shooting around and getting loose for 2 hours prior to that. So Tigers definitely had a little bit of a disadvantage here with just the circumstances of the late arrival due to the traffic. As it is McGonigal, Johnson, Canty, Hurst, and Shields, the five on the floor here for the Tigers. Warnock, Thomas, Holden, Duncan, and Williams, five on the floor here for the Eagles to close out this first half. Shields tries to put Duncan in the post right there. It's up top to McGonigal, hesitates, drives, inside on Warnock, back out Canty. 4 on the shot clock. Canty needs to make something work, spins in on Thomas. And that will be a 30-second shot clock violation as the ball did not graze the iron. That is the 11th turnover committed by Holy Family. The Eagles have 13 points off of turnovers. Duncan has it between the rings. Finds Holden. He's made 2 from the outside. And this one is short. And Johnson will move it into the front court. Dribble handoff here with Hurst, who hands it off Shields. No hesitation. The 3 is good and the foul. A rare 4-point play for the sophomore. Shields completes the 4-point play as he knocks down the free throw. It is 39-22 Eagles with 35 seconds to play here in this first half. 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It goes out to Holden. He's made 2, and this one's short again. Duncan taps the rebound out to Williams. Back out Holden. One more to Williams. And the Eagles will settle it down here. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock is at 9. Williams near the timeline. Screen set by Warnock. Williams fires off the elevation. And Duncan the tip, no. Rebounded by Cradle. 2-1. He heaves from inside half court. And that will take us to the end of the first half. Eagles with a right, we welcome you back inside here to the Drumner Center. Halftime is nearing its conclusion. We are getting started for the second half here on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Griffin Castle on hand. So glad you could be with us here on the CACC network on this Thursday evening in late February. This is a makeup game from January 6th when that game got snowed out and the Eagles up 39-22. Holy Family has only made 8 field goals. And for the Eagles, Dang Dieng leading the way with 12 points and 8 rebounds in that first half. As this is the 28th all-time matchup between the Eagles and the Tigers. Eagles 17-10 all-time as they have won the last 6 matchups, and the Tigers have not beaten the Eagles since February 6, 2016, so they are going to get their first victory in 8 years against the Eagles. It's going to take a big-time second half comeback, down by 17, still plenty of time remaining in this one, but the Eagles were the aggressors in that first half, and what is a must-win scenario for the Eagles. Looking at the CACC standings in the North Division, the top 5 teams out of 6 are bunched up. It's Felician as the 5th seed at 8-6, Dominican 8-6 as well. Post the 3 seed at 7-5, Caldwell 8-5, the 2 seed, and Bloomfield the number 1 seed at 9-5. The second half is underway with Holy Family having the has first offensive possession, moving from left to right. Starting 5 on the floor here for the Eagles to begin this second half. Warnock, Akat, Sanders, Dieng, and Harris. Sanders stepped on that sideline, so the Eagles commit a turnover their first offensive possession in the second half. Canty, McGonigal, Pyers, Shields, and Hurst, the starting 5, back out there to begin the second half for Holy Family. It's into Hurst in the right corner. He drives, puts it up. Nice vertical defense there by Akat, and he comes away with it. Sanders, the lob. Dieng, the jam. Oh, the lob, the jam. Sanders to Dieng, and that's how the Eagles open up this second half. Woo! Holy smokes. Canty goes back door and smoked the layup. As Sanders has the rebound and finds Dieng up top. Dieng with 14 points now, 7th in the conference in points per game at 16.5 on the year. Warnock hands it off to Sanders. One more to the corner. Harris, not really a three-point shooter, he coughs it up, and Hurst with the steal. A little over a minute gone in this second half. Hurst drives, kicks, Pyers up top. Shields looks to work on Warnock here, gives it up. 90 seconds played in the second half. It is McGonigal, Pyers across the lane. Hurst fakes on the 3, got it caught up in the air. The midi is pure. Amir Hurst getting to his spot under duress and knocks down the jump shot. 41-24 Eagles. And Holy Family, the 5th seed in the South Division at 4-9 in conference and 8-15 overall. Caught, threads the needle, and that one took a victory lap around the rim before dropping through. Give the deuce to number 4 in white, Quest Harris. McGonigal is trapped. Eagles force a lot of turnovers in that first half, and they're going to get a caught for the foul on the floor. As Holy Family committed 11 turnovers in that first half. The Eagles committed 9. They didn't do too great of a job taking care of the ball. Thrown into Canty off the side out. 17:45 remaining in regulation. The Eagles have a quick turnaround. They will be hosting Felician on Saturday right here at the Drumner Center at 3 o'clock. Warnock and Sanders run into each other. Dieng fades and left the jump shot short. McGonigal collects the rebound, and Holy Family moves it into the front court. Pyers takes it on that baseline, challenges Dieng, got his miss. Nearly 3 minutes gone in this second half. Eagles with a 19-point lead. The shovel to Pyers, the triple is up and through. Ethan Pyers, a sophomore, standing at 6'5". He's got 8 points now, leading the way for the Tigers. He's now 2 for 6 from downtown as a caught. Has Sanders. Harris got the step and lays it in. Nice drive, plus Harris. 9 made up, and he's got the deuce. 16:25 remaining in regulation. As he's throwing out to Pyers, Shields down the lane, and he lays it in. Quick offense there by the Tigers, and we'll get a timeout on the floor here with 16:16 remaining in regulation. Eagles 45, Tigers 29. You're watching Division II men's basketball, and it is on the CACC network. Timeout, McGonigal, Canty, Pyers, Hurst, Shields, same 5 on the floor here for the Tigers. Alsey, Duncan, Akant, Dieng, and Williams, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles out of the timeout. Williams has it on the wing, gets it back. Guarded by Canty, bounces it to Dieng in the short corner. Dieng with 14 points in this one. Back out Williams, straight on triple. Left it off the front iron, but the sophomore from Meriden, Connecticut collects the offensive rebound. A caught, catch, shoot, triple. In and out, and in again. A caught with the fortuitous roll. And he's got a 3. And he gets called for the foul right there on McGonigal. The Eagles lead back up to 19 here with 15:43 to play in this second half as Harris will check back in, Akant will check out. Johnson will check in here for McGonigal. Akant picks up 2 quick personal fouls in the second half, and he'll take a seat on that Eagles sideline. Full court pressure here has caused a lot of problems for the Tigers thus far in this one. Shields throws across court, and Hurst gets it across the timeline. We'll try and drive on Duncan, gets on the floor, and a kick ball violation on Hurst. So the 12th turnover there by the Tigers, as Ryan Holmes will check in here for Holy Family. Holmes has got 5 points in 8 minutes. Eagles 44% from the floor, 20 for 46. They struggled from downtown, only 5 for 20. They shot 40% on Wednesday at Goldie Beacom, where they were 10 for 25. Williams stops at the foul line, bounces it for Dieng, who will look to work on Johnson, the fadeaway. Didn't have enough on it, and holds the rebound. 5 minutes played here in the second half. The Eagles in a must-win scenario. They have been sensational thus far as Pyers drives and kicks Johnson the triple off the back iron, and Dieng collects another rebound. His 9th of the game. Harris, hop step inside, coughed it up. 10th turnover there by Posts, and it is Shields airmailing a 3. As Thomas will check in here for the Eagles. He'll sub out Dieng with 14:31 to play in this second half. Kicked up top to Thomas here. Williams, no hesitation. And Pyers the rebound. Moved ahead to Canty. Guarded by Harris. Shovels it back to Pyers, who gets a step on Alsey. Brings it back out. Shields a triple. It's short, and the weak side rebound belongs to Williams, who will throw it ahead to Harris, who drives. A scoop layup is good. Oh, the English by Quest Harris. And he's got 12 points now. Dieng and Harris, the only two in double figures in the game. Dieng with 14, Harris now with 12. Shields comes to get it, top of the key. Got the step on Harris, hangs and finishes. Jason Shields gets inside. As he averages 11.8 on the season, making his 24th start of the year. 13:25 remaining in regulation. Eagles lead is at 19. Harris, the killer cross. Duncan back up top. Thomas, backdoor. Nice idea, but the execution not there as Holden will check back in. Harris will sub out. McGonigal, Cradle, and Hurst back in here for Holy Family. So it is McGonigal, Johnson, Cradle, Hurst, and Holmes, the five on the floor here for the Tigers. As it's into McGonigal. Full court pressure here by the Eagles. Johnson throws across court. Holy Family breaks the press. Cradle inside. And he draws a foul on Thomas. And they're going to get a technical foul on the senior. Derek Thomas had some words to say to the official. And they are going to tee him up with 13:05 remaining in regulation. Is going to sub out Thomas. As Mark Kuntz visibly not happy as Cradle misses the first of two from the line. And misses both. And they're going to give one more here to Cradle, so. And he makes that one. So he missed the two technicals. And then now he'll be shooting his free throws that he got fouled on by Thomas. It is Holden, Williams, Alsey, Duncan, and Dieng, the five on the floor here for your Eagles. And for some reason, Cradle's shooting 5 free throws. He missed the two technicals, shot one more. Might have been a lane violation or. So he knocks down both of those. He shoots 5 free throws there and makes 2 of them. A little confused as why he was shooting 5. As it is 50-34 Eagles with 12:54 remaining in regulation. This Eagles team just trying to hang on here and come away with the victory before they will have Felician at 3 o'clock on Saturday. That will be a big one in the North Division. Felician at 8-6 as Williams puts a needle inside. The anticipation there by Johnson, able to poke it free, and Holy Family able to force a turnover. Still plenty of time remaining in this one. It's a 16-point game. Holy Family just a few buckets away from making this a single-digit game. Hurst in the post, inside to Holmes. Back out, Johnson. Thought about the triple, guarded by Dieng. Nice closeout there by Dang, 9 on the shot clock. Hurst pulls it up. And also the board. Dieng will run the point here for your Eagles. Up by 16, dribble handoff here with Holden. Gets it into the post. Dieng spins to the baseline through 2 defenders, up and in. Dang, Dieng is a machine. And he's got 16 points to go along with 9 boards as it's Cradle. Didn't want the 3. Hurst will take it. Holmes flying in there for the offensive rebound. Hits it out of bounds. And it'll be the Eagles ball coming the other way with 11:53 to play here in regulation. Warnock and Sanders in. Kelsey and Duncan will sub out. So it's Warnock, Holden, Dieng, Williams, and Sanders, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. And they get Johnson for the foul. Dieng throws it into the freshman. Williams, drive and kick. Gets it right back from Holden. It's worked around to Dieng here on the near side. He'll pull it back. The midi is pure. Dane Dieng now with 18 points. He's exceeded his point average on the year. To play here in the second half. Holy Family down by 20. Eagles with their largest lead of the game. Excuse me, pardon me. Their largest lead was when it was 50-29. Sanders off the window. No. And cradle the board. Ooh, goes beyond the back, challenges Dieng, left the layup short, and Dieng the board, throws it to Williams, who will go right at McGonigal, lost it. Nice hands there by the Tigers. Holmes, back to Johnson, thinks on the 3. And the Tigers will reset, approaching the midway mark here in the second half. McGonigal puts Holden in the post, and he and Johnson not on the same page there. The 13th turnover by the Tigers, as Harris and Akant will check back in for Williams and Holden. Spread up top to Warnock. Harris with 12 points, threads the needle, and Warnock can't get the layup, but he was fouled. And he'll head some line here to shoot a pair. Warnock 10 for 18 from the foul line on the year. He'll shoot his first free throws of the game, looking for his first points of the game. He's got 5 rebounds. Left the first one short. Harrison Warnock has been such a great, I don't want to say addition because he's been here for several years, but he did not start out the year on the floor. As you see that right knee brace, had those ACL surgeries. And back out on the floor here for the Eagles, making his 8th start of the season. Goes into the corner, it's a Shields 3, nylon. Nearing the midway point here in the second half. Sanders a hop step. And they will get the over the back foul there on Dieng. 10-14 to play here in the second half. Duncan will sub in. Sanders subs out. Johnson brings the press, kicks it out. Shields back to back. No, sir. And the rebound belongs to Akant. Nearly had it poked away. He'll work it back to Harris. 10 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles up by 18. Dieng gets inside. Yes! And the foul. Dang, Dieng puts a muscle into his hustle, and he's got a 3-point play opportunity. Thomas subs in here for Warnock, and Pyers in for Johnson on the Tigers side. Dieng now with 20 points, 10 rebounds, another dominant performance by number 3 in white. The junior from St. Cloud, Minnesota, stands at 6'7". Knocks down the free throw to complete the 3-point play. First, the kick out. Nice pulls out there by a Cott. It's going to Pyers in the corner. Hurst gets it, drives it, scoops it, and scores it. Back to a 19-point game with 9.5 to play here in regulation. The Eagles have been on the attack all night long. They got out to an 11-2 lead, and they just haven't looked back. Kotz taking out his do-it-yourself kit for the beautiful lay. Canty in rhythm there, didn't want it. Shields passes up on it as well. Holmes will not pass up on it, and that's off the heel. DA with his 11th rebound of the game. 9 minutes to play here in regulation. Eagles have equaled their largest lead of the game. Can Duncan connect? He can, and the Eagles have their largest lead of the game at 24. Canty, hard drive, lost it. Dieng steals it, throws it into Harris, and it goes over his head. Met by Harris. Brings it back out to the perimeter. Shields. Guarded by Dieng. Takes him on the drive. Got him up in the air. Oh, that's a pretty move by Jason Shields. A nifty move there for the deuce. Shields leading the way for the Tigers. He's got 13. Only Tiger in double figures as Harris takes on the baseline, sprays it out Dieng. The cross, and they're going to get him for an offensive foul. He lowered the shoulder there, and they commit him for the whistle. That'll be Dieng's second personal foul, and Allstate will sub him out here with exactly 8 minutes even remaining in the game. A 63-41 lead for the Eagles in a must-win scenario. Hurst, drive, pull up, around and out. Harris got his first rebound of the game. Pass inside, Thomas. And the late whistle called on the Tigers right there. They get Shields as the culprit. Home the first of two. Now 1 for 2 from the foul line. We got some substitutions here on the Eagles side. 5 on the floor is Alsey, Akant, Thomas, Sanders, and Williams. Eagles in search of their 17th win on the year and their 8th in conference as Thomas buries both from the line. Holmes gets across the timeline. Hurst, spray out. Pyers, no hesitation. Missed everything. Eagles with their largest lead of the game. It's at 24. 14 turnovers for both squads. Sanders tries to thread the needle. Broken up there by Holmes. Nice active hand. Canty kicks it out. Shields takes it inside. Got the deuce to go. Jason Shields has come alive here for the Tigers. He's got 15 points, leading the way for Holy Family. Williams, back out, Lacotte, Sanders, a long one. Shields, baseline. And they say it was on the floor, so they don't give him the N1 there. or pardon me, they do give him the and one. So Jason Shields, a three-point play opportunity here. As he adds to his total, he's got 17 points. Well above his mark on the year. He averages 11.8. Can't complete the three-point play, and Dieng snatches his 12th rebound of the game. Dang Dieng with another monster performance. Just adding to his impeccable junior campaign here at Post. As he'll go back door, he'll go inside, 1-2, kick out, Sanders, triple, book it. And a timeout on the floor. Eagles up by 23 en route to their 7th consecutive win over the Tigers. 68-45, 6:17 to play here in regulation. Been a discombobulated trip, to say the least, here for the Tigers. They didn't arrive here to the Drubner Center until 6:45 as they hit some traffic on their way from Philadelphia, and you can see the effects of that poor transportation trip playing out here on the court. I mean, just when you, as Holmes lays it in, when you don't arrive to the arena until 15 minutes before tip-off, you are clearly not going to be as locked in as you could be on the game. As the Eagles, I got here at 5:30, and there were multiple Eagles on the floor here at the Drubner Center, getting up shots, getting loose. And they were determined to come out here and get a statement victory, as it'll be Dieng shooting 2 at the line here with 5:51 to play in the fourth, to play in the second half. As also got an earful there from head coach Mark Kuntz in his 7th year. Dieng back iron on the first of 2. Also subs out, and Warnock subs in. Dieng, empty trip there. Holmes. Nice move, and he's got back-to-back buckets for the Tigers to cut the deficit to 19. Hit out of bounds, last touch by Holy Family there. As they say, to reset the shot clock from 26 to 29. Thomas in, Warnock out. Thomas, Sanders, Akant, Williams, and Dieng, the 5 on the floor here for your Eagles, trying to close it out. The number 3 seed in the North Division. They started the year at 12-2 and have not had the best second half of the season as you could have, as Thomas is pure from the outside. Yes, sir. Thomas now has got 7 points as Canty goes the other end and has a deuce. On 5 minutes to play here in regulation. Akant, the drive, the kick, the Sanders 3 is nothing but string music for Rob Sanders. Canty tries to answer and cannot. Sanders collects the rebound and moves into the front court with under 5 to play here in regulation. Akant, Williams. Say that Thomas was stepping on the sideline there, so a turnover from the Eagles. Looking at where the scoring has been coming from the Eagles here tonight. Dieng with 21, Harris with 12, Sanders with 11. Those are the 3 Eagles in double figures, as they average 77.2 points per game on the year at 74 right now. Holmes Looks to work on Thomas. Got inside and put some muscle into his hustle right there. To just kind of use that upper body strength to clear Thomas out of the way. 74-53. As Akot looks to create. Goes over to Williams here on the near side wing. Dieng is looking for Sanders. He's got it to him. 8 on the shot clock. The step back J from Dieng is too strong. Tries to get it back and it goes out of bounds. Dieng could not complete the forced turnover right there. It's 74-53 Eagles, 3:55 to play here in regulation. Eagles have improved their field goal percentage throughout the game, shooting it at a 47% clip right now. They shot it at a 47% clip on Wednesday at Goldie Beacon, where they were 31 for 66 from the floor. Oh, Dieng, he put that one on hold like customer service. Jason Shields thought it was sweet taking it inside, and Dieng just engulfed that shot out of bounds. He's had several, as Sanders tries to force a turnover there. Dieng has had several swats like that right here at the Drumner Center this year. As dominant as he's been offensively this year, he can also anchor your defense at a 6'7" frame. Sanders shut off there by Holmes. And Dieng and Williams not on the same page there. Miscommunication. And 17 turnover from the Eagles. So it was Holy Family that accumulated a lot of turnovers to start, but the Eagles, they've committed a lot of turnovers as well. That's a 17 to the Tigers 15. The Eagles average 14.7 turnovers per game on the year. Dieng tries to force one right there. But it was Tristan Harcourt who was into the game for the first time, able to retrieve it, and Hurst is pure from the outside. It's a 3. 3 minutes to play here in regulation, winding things down here at the Drumner Center. The Eagles with an 18-point lead. And these Eagles will be back in action off a quick turnaround on Saturday at 3 o'clock as they will play against Felician. Sanders on the drive, drew the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line. Foul goes on Harcourt. It'll be the women's tipping off at 1 p.m. against Felician, looking for revenge where they lost to Felician earlier in the year. And then Post will be in a huge matchup against Felician. Felician currently 8-6 in conference. And bearing a miracle, the Eagles are going to get their 8th win in conference. That's going to be a battle right here at the Drumner Center. You can watch it right here on the CACC network. Tip-off is scheduled for 3 o'clock. As Sanders knocks down both free throws to get the lead back up to 20 for the Eagles with 2:45 to play in regulation. Holmes has had some success here in the interior, and that one's too strong, and they're going to get the foul on Thomas, I believe. So it's Holmes drawing the whistle. He'll shoot 2 at the line here. Williams, a foul line pull-up. Williams will trigger under the basket. Gets it into Akot, his jumper. And now Holy Family will move it into the front court. Trailing by 19. Hurst tries to cut into it. Fight for the rebound, knocked around. Holmes has it and banks it in off the window. Ryan Holmes, he's had himself a nice second half here. He's got 14 now, so 3 Tigers into double figures. Shields with 17, Holmes with 14, and Hurst with 11 as Dieng puts it on the deck and kicks it out to Rob in the right corner. His 3 is off the back iron and Harcourt with the rebound. 100 seconds remaining here in regulation. Winding things down here at the Drubner Center on this Thursday night in the CACC as Hurst, turnaround Jay, can't get it to fall. Dieng with another rebound. And it looks like they get a technical foul on head coach Ryan Hay on that Holy Family side. So Ryan Haig graduated from Holy Family in 2006 in his 5th season as a head coach here for the Tigers. Gets teed up right there. And there's a little jawing back and forth between Tristan Harcourt and some of the fans on the sideline. Both teams go back to their benches with 129 to play here in regulation with a 77-59 lead. For the Eagles, we'll step aside here on the CACC network. So Williams shooting the technical foul shots right here. Knocks down the first of 2. So just shoots 1 technical there. Gets the Eagles lead back up to 19 with 1:25 remaining in regulation. As Duncan Williams, Aussie Holden, and Rico Powell, the 5 on the floor here for the Eagles. Rico Powell making an appearance tonight, the junior from Chicago. Has it here on the wing, back up top to Holden. Powell making his 2nd appearance this season. Has only played in 1 previous game as he catches it there on that sideline and stepped out of bounds. And we will also see Trent Westbrook check in here for the 2nd game this season. Westbrook, a junior from Arizona. Johnson leaves it. Holmes. Two more games remain for the Tigers. They will travel at Chestnut Hill on Saturday. That game will tip off at 3 o'clock, and then they'll end their regular season on Saturday, March 2nd at home, where they will host Jefferson. The 9-4 Jefferson. And for the Eagles, they're going to get the victory tonight, a much-needed victory to improve to 8-5 in conference, 17-7 overall. They will host Felician on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Then they will travel at Caldwell on Wednesday, February 28th in a huge game against the Cougars. Final score, 78-59. Eagles win it. And then the Eagles will end their season at home against University of Bridgeport on March 2nd. We'll have the post-game interview coming up for you next here on TNN. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Griffin Cass signing off from the Drubner Center. All right, Griffin Castle alongside junior guard Quest Harris. Post University men's basketball wins 78-59, picking up their 8th win in conference. So, Quest, you were 6 for 7 from the floor. Just how were you able to have such an efficient performance tonight?
I give it to my teammates every game I come out. They tell me attack because it makes everything easy for them. So I just try to play my part. Obviously, I got to facilitate, but when I can get mine, it makes everything easy for the entire team. So, yeah.
So you guys jumped out to that 11-2 victory. Holy Family, they didn't lead the whole game. How are you guys just able to get out to that dominant start and sustain it throughout the whole game?
I think it's just staying focused. We know what we want to come out and do every game. We know how we want to come out every game. So I think if we execute from the jump, it's about keeping our foot on their necks and extending it as much as we can. We don't want anybody coming back.
So final question for you. 3 games remaining in the season. Quick turnaround against Felician on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Just what's going to be the message to close out this regular season and hope to host a playoff game right here in the quarterfinals?
I got to give it to Felician. They're a very good team. I think we just need to take it one game at a time. That's what we've been doing every game this season. So I think if we just stay with our same approach, I think it will work out well for us because I think we're focused right now.
Absolutely. Quest, thank you so much for taking some time after the game.
For sure.
Post wins by 19. Quest Harris with 12 points on 6 for 7 shooting from the floor.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. No problem. Try to do my best. So tired. I've been up since like 4 a.m. too. Yeah, I just woke up and couldn't go back to bed. Sometimes it happens. Very, very frustrating when it does. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna crash as soon as I get on it.
Yeah, that'll feel nice.
It most definitely will. Damn it, we got a quick turnaround on Saturday.